911, what's your emergency?
Hello? Hello?
Hello? What's
Hello?
going on?
Oh, thank God you're here. My husband, I found my husband and I think he's dead. Oh my God, please
Oh,
help. There's
alright,
so much
alright.
blood everywhere.
I'm going to
Uh,
need you to tell me where you are.
so much blood. I'm, I'm in a lot of blood.
Excuse
Oh
me,
my
miss,
God.
miss. Please tell me where
Oh
you
God.
are.
I'm in blood.
Miss,
Yes, yes.
I'm going to need you to calm down. Please tell me where you are.
I'm at home. It's 5592 Valentine Lane in Riverdale, and oh my God, there's just so much blood.
Mhm.
It's I'm by this main road, and it's a few blocks away from the high school.
Okay, okay, and what is your name?
My name is Anna Walker. Anna, that's N A Walker, W A L K E R. Please just send someone. I'm in a lot of blood here, and I don't know if he's dead. I'm not sure what to do. He's just laying here, and there's just so
Okay,
much
okay,
blood,
excuse me.
and
Anna, okay. What is your phone number?
my my phone number, my phone number. I don't remember my phone
Please,
number.
please, please, calm down.
Hold on, hold on. It's 917 664 1990 two.
Okay.
There's just there's so much blood, and I love. Hello, this is Anna, and I'm not able to get to the phone right now, but please leave a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Yana?
Anna, Anna.
Anna?
Hi. My, there's so much blood and my phone is losing connection. Can I, hello?
Have a seat, Mrs. Walker. Mrs. Walker, first of all, I'm sorry for your loss. Your husband, he was a great man, a mentor, and an inspiration to all of us here. I really want to thank you for coming out here. I know this might be a little bit difficult to talk about, but the sooner we can figure this out, the sooner we can lay your husband to rest. So saying that, would you please state your name, please?
Anna Walker.
A little louder, please.
Anna Walker.
So you were married to Commissioner Walker?
Yes.
And for how long?
20 years.
Did you two have any kids?
Yes, we have a son.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few questions regarding the night of your husband's murder. Is that okay? So the night of Mr. Walker's murder was September 22nd, and it was on a Friday night. Where were you that night?
I was at our son's football game.
Your son, he was at the game the whole time?
Yes. You think he killed his father?
No, Mrs. Walker. It's important to ask. I just need to piece all the parts together. So at 11 p.m., when you got home, what happened?
Well, we got back and that's when we found his body on the living room floor with his throat slit. And the words "payback" etched on his back.
I'm sorry. I know this might be difficult for you to hear, but did anyone threaten your husband at all? Or did you guys receive any messages?
Threatening messages? I mean, sure, he's the commissioner, but other than the criminals that he dealt with, everybody loved him. He was an honorable man, and he always did the right thing. Wait, come to think about it, I think that there was someone. There was his Hispanic partner before he became the commissioner. He he had this big argument with her one time, and she actually got transferred, so.
Okay, we'll definitely look into that.
Please too.
But I think that's about it. I'm gonna give you my card. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to call us. And if we have any questions, we'll contact you. But for now, I think you're free to go. Thank you, Mr. Hernandez, for coming in. I want you to know that you are not under arrest and you are free to go at any time. Your ex-partner, Henry Walker, he was recently found murdered in his home. And we have a source stating that you make threats towards him for the position you currently hold now.
Oh, that was years ago. That was just a rivalry, really.
Okay, so then what about the big fight that led to you having to be transferred to another division?
You guys really don't know, right? You love him so much.
What do you mean?
Look, he was my partner for 7 years. I knew more working with him than his wife ever did. He wasn't the goody two-shoes model officer you guys made him out to be. He took advantage of every opportunity he had. He was crooked and rotten. He was the worst of the worst. The city has him plastered as some slain hero.
You're not helping your case, miss.
What case? I'm fine. He made the city's damn case. I wanted to expose him for the crook he was, but I couldn't do that to his son or his wife. So I had to leave. I had no part in this.
Wait, expose him for what?
Where do I even start? The cover-ups, the dirty money, and that's not even it. There's still more.
But why didn't you report it?
How could I? They had a model detective, and they brushed off all my complaints as some jealous rookie trying to get ahead. I mean, really, what could I do? I was a Hispanic young girl trying to make a name for myself. It was impossible to keep my head down when I was not the model detective they envisioned. And what's worse is they stuck me with the worst partner and expect me to just keep quiet. Maybe now it would be different. I mean, I got where I wanted. Now I'm a police commissioner, but perhaps the destination wasn't worth the journey.
Okay, we'll definitely look into that. Thank you. For now, I would advise you to stay locally as we may have further questions. But for now, I think, Ms. Hernandez, you're free to go.
You know, if you ask me, I'm glad he's dead. He was worse than most of the criminals he put behind bars. He would continue living life while they now face life.
Mia Battery. You have quite the history here. Attempt robbery, assault, petty theft, illegal possession of a weapon, prostitution, drug possession.
Yeah, so what? Girls gotta eat. The shit gets hard out there. Anyways, yeah, but the prostitution charges and drug possession, yeah, those have been dropped. Why am I here? Can I leave? Like, I have work to do.
This pertains to Commissioner Walker. You two have quite the history, isn't that correct?
Yeah, we go back.
Well, where were you September 22nd, Friday night?
Oh, Friday, yeah. Yeah, I was with Mr. Commissioner, and he took me to this fancy restaurant. Yeah, but he never called me back afterwards. Whatever.
What time was this?
I don't know, I'm gonna watch.
Mia, answer the question.
I don't know, you guys are so fucking anal. He left work at like 5 or 6, I think, and he picked me up at like 6:30, and then we got there at like 7. Yeah.
And how would you describe your relationship with Commissioner Walker?
Professional.
Professional. How so?
You know, I work, he works, we see each other, work some more.
And what is it that you do, Mrs. Valerie?
Oh, me?
Well, I'm an artist really, but I mean, you could say that I'm a jack of all trades. I taught this summer course once in this college up in Connecticut. It's a really smart college. It was advanced linear algebra and complex variables. Yeah, they're still calling me back to, teach again. But
Miss Badley, that's really great, but I want to ask you more questions about Mr. Walker.
ew, Mr. Walker. Yeah, he's a great one. He's reminds me of like a young Mr. Rogers. God, a man in a nice fur sweater.
Mr. Walker's body was found dead in his house Saturday 22nd, Friday night, and around the last time you said you saw him.
Shit. I guess that's why I didn't call me back. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Yeah, but no, that's not even possible. We fought for like 2 hours after that. You couldn't have found him at 7.
Miss Badley, this isn't really looking good for you right now. You were the last person to see him. From your history, it looks like you have no problem messing with the law, so why were you messing around with the law?
All those times, they were just simple misunderstandings. I mean, the judges are cool. Plus, if anything, you should probably be looking at his sister.
What sister?
His sister. I went over there, I think maybe a month ago, to give back a badge that he left after one of our sessions. And she opened the door and she smelled like rich people wine. The place was a mess. She invited me in for lunch. And that was good. She made me a sandwich. Yeah, but she was going off about him paying her back or something, and I don't know. I don't know what she was saying really. But yeah, she's pretty cute. Like, I try to kiss her. And stuff.
Okay,
She's
Mrs. Badley, okay. That's more than enough. I think that's more than enough.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, could I go now?
Yes, you're free to go.
Thank you. By the way, I like your hair. Like, fuck the guy like that once.
Okay, it's time to go. It's time to go. What are you going to do? Anna, Evelyn, Mia, Walker, Commissioner Henry Walker. What have you done? I can't believe I looked up to you. It isn't true, is it? It is. What's gonna happen to this place? They already hate us. They don't trust us, and they're not gonna trust us more than they do already. Should I cover it up? No one will ever know. No. What am I thinking? This isn't me. I am here for justice. it's best you were put to justice. But you are rotten, and I will not be like you. All this shit, your death, I will bring it to justice. Which one of you is lying? Damn it, which one of you?
Stay right there.
Guys, help me out here. I need to pass this class. I haven't even graduated college. Who murdered this guy? Was it his wife? His ex-partner? Or his mistress? Please, help me decide. Thank you for coming in again, Miss Battery.
Valerie, come on. You're just calling me Mia.
So, Miss Battery, we have more questions pertaining to Commissioner Walker.
This shit again. What do you guys want? I thought I gave you guys enough already.
So we spoke to Commissioner Walker's sister.
Sister. So she was his wife. Oh my god. Oh shit. She gave me food. Ooh, Mia. Well, she said something about him paying her back, or like her paying him back, or something about payback or paycheck or something like that. I don't know.
You see that part? It's very interesting to me. Because when we found Commissioner Henry Walker's body, he had the word payback carved in his back. Payback carved on his back.
Shit, his wife killed him? I mean, I knew she was a crazy bitch, but damn.
But see, we spoke to Mrs. Walker.
Oh, okay. So you caught her then, right? And oh, okay. So I'm here as a witness, and am I gonna be on TV? And so, cause I mean, it was a commissioner, so. Oh my god, this is so great. Oh, it's the first time.
See, she told us she was tipsy when you two met. She said she knew who you were, but she said she felt bad for you.
Okay. So you're telling me that she knew who I was and she felt bad for me? That doesn't make sense. Why would she feel bad for me? I'm fucking her husband.
See, she knew Mr. Walker wasn't always a great man.
Oh, so that's so.
She never mentioned anything about payback, but she did mention leaving him.
Well, she's lying. What, you don't believe me? I mean, that's what you guys always do. You never listen to the people that have shit to say.
Well, she did say you seemed a bit off that day, almost scared.
Are you kidding me? Why wouldn't I be? Look at me. Could you imagine me walking around a rich neighborhood?
No, but she said you seemed well off. Well, at least that day. But she did say she saw something in your back pocket.
Ooh, so she was checking me out, huh?
Well, the murder weapon at least.
What?
The weapon used was a switchblade.
I mean, that sucks, and I guess it must have hurt, but what does that shit have to do with me?
See, when you sat down to eat, she said that she saw something poke out from behind a bit.
What are you saying?
That she saw the murder weapon, yeah.
Whatever, I don't care anymore.
Can you explain what she saw?
It was me.
What was you?
I killed him.
You killed Commissioner Henry Walker?
Yeah, what the fuck do you think I'm saying? I said I fucking killed him.
Why did you kill him?
Why? It's been long enough. All he did was constantly lie. I only found out like a couple months ago that he's had a wife for fucking years. And not only that, he has a fucking son in high school. How? God, I wanted to
after that, like, when I went to his house to give him the goddamn badge, I just looked at everything, like his house, his wife, the pictures of his son and her, and they look so happy and perfect, and yet he still was going to make my life miserable. He was just fucking me on the side. I wanted to kill him so much more. I couldn't take him. I couldn't let that continue. It's just I don't care. I'm glad I'm caught. Like I've gotten away with so many things before. It's about time.
You said you wanted to kill him even more. What was your main reason?
He's a prick. It was terrible. Not only did he rape me multiple times, he kept me drugged up. He gave me drugs. He made me take drugs when I didn't want to anymore. Could you believe that? He just whenever he'd be stressed out, he would just beat me like nothing. And on top of that, what really fucking got to me was what he did to this girl I knew. She was so young. She was in high school. She ran away from home and she was so sweet. Like I had a feeling like, she was gonna go somewhere. But no. You know what he did? He raped her over and over again, like me. And then he made her overdose on heroin. Could you believe that? How could I let him do that? It's not fair. And he would do it to everyone. I had to.
Yeah, battery. You are under arrest for the murder of Commissioner Henry Walker. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney and have one present during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you at government expense.
Really? You're not gonna say anything? Whatever. I'm free now at least.
Oh,
Hello, Mrs. Walker.
hi, Detective. Did you find anyone?
Yes, actually.
That's great! Come on in! Do you want some water, tea? How can I help you? So, did you catch someone? Is it a Hispanic girl? That skank. Henry always said that she'd get jealous and she'd be flirting with the commissioner.
We found someone.
Oh,
But it wasn't Commissioner Evelyn.
Commissioner Evelyn. She's commissioner now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess you can get anywhere these days by doing a couple extra favors.
Mrs. Walker, on September 22nd, on the night of the murder, 11 p.m., where were you home? Is that correct?
Yes, I believe I did say that.
When did the football game begin?
Oh, it was so long ago.
Mrs. Walker, please try to remember.
Okay, 6, 7, 6:30.
And when did your husband get out of work?
Oh, he usually gets out of work at 8, and he's such a busy bee. Sometimes he works overnight.
Let me rephrase the question. When did your husband get out of work Friday, September 22nd?
I don't know.
Really? Because I clearly remember that he calls you as soon as he's leaving the office.
Oh, well, Clive, I mean, really, I wouldn't know.
Mrs. Walker, please, are you sure you haven't heard from him? Our records indicate that he came back home at 5:14 and he called you shortly afterwards.
Oh,
And did he come back home?
No. I wouldn't know. I was the one who called 911, remember?
Your neighbors say he did.
Well, then I suppose he did.
Did you see him?
Yes. In a pool of blood, which is why I made the 911 call.
I have several witnesses who said they all saw you at home with Mr. Henry. Why are you lying?
Because if I don't, I'm going to be judged by everyone.
Were you drinking?
Of course I was drinking. Who could live without bubble tea? That stinking, rotten, cheating husband of mine and the bastard son to match.
What happened when you saw her?
But I didn't. You see, I kind of felt bad for her. She was a high school dropout. She's probably addicted to drugs and she has nothing. So I invited her in and made some lunch for us both. And for the first time, I felt like I had someone.
Miss Walker, we did in fact speak to Mayor Bathory, and she's in fact quite promiscuous.
I knew it.
And she did have an affair with your husband, Mr. Walker.
Of course she did. Of course. Knew it all along. She was the one who probably killed him. See, she was jealous of all that I have, this beautiful house and all the money, and she just couldn't stand it. Did you know she tried to seduce me?
Well, did you know that she once taught a class in advanced linear algebra and complex variables?
What?
She told us what you told her, Miss Walker. That you were going to pay him back. The exact words carved in your husband's back. And we went to your son's school and we asked him some questions.
Oh, nonsense.
Yes, he told us during his football game, when he looked up at the stands, you weren't there. And only towards the end of the game, when everybody was leaving, did he see you come back, and you were wearing a different shirt.
Yeah, I was in the bathroom for a while, ketchup. Yeah, some ketchup, spilled onto my blouse, and it was a terrible stain. It took forever, so, I excused myself to the restroom where I had to. There was a long line, very long line. Out the door, around the corner, and I had to eventually get a new shirt. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he told us you were wearing his old gym shirt.
That's disgusting. No, it was a new shirt.
Your son also told us that you seemed exhilarated. If I remember correctly, he said it seemed as if you were on cocaine. I'd never seen her this happy and jumpy before. She was scaring me a bit.
Who's not jumpy when you have a good bubble tea? Piece of shit.
Miss Bathory also told us that after having intercourse with your husband, that he went straight home, and that was around the same time that you left your son's game. And if I remember correctly, your son's high school is a couple minutes away.
I want a lawyer.
Mrs. Walker, you are under arrest for the murder of Commissioner Henry Walker. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney and have one present during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be provided for you at government expense.
No!
Good day, Detective. Any updates on the Walker case?
Yes, actually, I'm glad you come in to help me out.
Can you find a better place though? I feel like I'm under custody.
We have limited space here. I'm sorry.
Place has really run down ever since I left town.
Yes, things have changed since then, Ms. Hernandez.
Please call me Evelyn or Commissioner Evelyn.
Wow, you did a lot to get to that position.
Yes, it was a lot of hard work. I was finally recognized. The first female Hispanic commissioner of my division.
That's very great work you do. I commend you for it.
Thank you. I wish I could say the same.
I see you may be referring to Mr. Walker. Let's talk about him some more.
What do you want to know?
When you two were partners, how would you describe the relationship between his wife and that tramp you mentioned earlier?
Well, it was only some time after we were partners that they got married. I don't know what she saw in him. Well, anyways, despite that, he would always flirt with the suspects. That tramp.
Mia Battery?
Yes, that was her name, Mia Bathory. We got a couple calls suspecting her of prostitution, and she was no stranger to the system. When we went to check it out, we saw her leaning over the passenger window, speaking to someone. The man in the car, he saw us approaching, and he started to speed away, so I got in the car and I chased after him. After I arrested him, I came back to the location, and there I saw Walker slip a card in her bra and smack her butt as she left.
And what did you do after that?
I called him out on it, but he just gave me some bullshit excuse.
We actually spoke to Mia Battery. You two have quite the relationship.
What did she say?
Everything.
This bitch. Neo couldn't trust her.
Commissioner Hernandez, tell me what happened.
I should have just turned myself in. I'm just being a hypocrite.
Tell me what happened. I don't understand why you would hold these things in for so long. Things that he might have done.
What, do you not believe me?
How do you know he didn't change?
People like that will never change. Ever since then, I followed him around, and he only got worse. I have a lot of evidence, and many victims too, if you don't believe me.
Why couldn't you just turn him in? Your whole career, your life. What's your community going to say about you?
They will thank me. He has done too much injustice, and this state has no death penalty. He only cared about his image and having power. He had no respect for the law and the citizens. I was the only one able to figure out a solution. Well, Mia helped me. She told me his schedule and helped gather evidence. Poor girl. He raped her continuously, made her keep taking drugs, and beat her. And she wasn't the only one. I refuse to continue letting this go silence. I will right the wrongs. I actually respect this badge and the law.
Commissioner, I understand now that Commissioner Walker was not who he presented himself to be. And we will look into the evidence. And it saddens me to hear all of this. To know that it's been going on for so long, I'm honestly truly ashamed that he has gotten away with all this. But unfortunately, you know what we have to do now.
Yes, I understand. We can't have everyone playing superhero, becoming a vigilante whenever they want.
Commissioner Evelyn Hernandez, you are under arrest for the murder of Commissioner Henry Walker. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney and have one present during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be provided for you at no expense.